Hello and welcome to the Week 3 Monster Pod presented by TheLines.com. Matt Brown, Steven Anders. Joined this week, Ryan Noonan from 4 for 4 if you haven't checked their stuff out. Denver Broncos and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is 6.5 in favor of the Bucs. There are some juice 6.5s out there, so maybe could touch 7. 40.5 to 41 is our total. Steven, I come to you. I let you know that when this did touch 7 earlier in the week, I couldn't, in my heart of hearts, not take the full touchdown with the Broncos against this completely banged up Bucs team. If this Bucs team was healthy, I wouldn't consider it. I would just move on. But you look, and it's like at every single level, there's something going on with the Bucs. And really, all you really can like about this team right now is that you have your quarterback and your two receivers that are both healthy, at least for the time being. I look at this and say, do the Bucs win this game? Yes. Is it by more than a touchdown? It's hard for me to get there. And I actually saw a little bit from Bo Nix last week. It wasn't a ton, but I saw a little bit from Bo Nix last week, which gave me some hope that maybe this Broncos offense isn't going to be just a complete, train wreck all season long. I think what you get with the defense could maybe at least a little bit help. I mean, you look at the Bucs last week. It was just Baker to Godwin 7,000 times in a row. It wasn't like it was this crazy wild offense that was doing all this. It was just he threw it to Chris Godwin a million times in a row, and Godwin was able to do what he was doing. They were taking advantage of mismatches. So I don't know. The 7 seemed like too much to me. I don't know if I'd get there with 6.5, but what say you?
Yeah, I mean, right now, just big picture, I'm pretty hesitant to want to lay a touchdown with many teams in the league right now with what we're seeing just with league-wide trends. I mean, we're seeing Dan Orlovsky sent out a great tweet just to kind of highlight this. 46% too high safety, highest on record, fewest blitzes on record through 2 weeks, 32nd time of possession per play, slowest since 2008, 41% design runs, highest since 2008. Like, this is not a formula for covering big numbers right now, big picture. And, we have to, as bettors, recognize when a result was justified and when a result was unjustified. And clearly, yes, the Bucs won last week, but that is as much of an unjustified win as you will ever see. The Lions ran 83 plays to the Bucs 47. Detroit more than doubled their yardage, and it was just the Lions went 1 of 7 in the red zone, which is also down league-wide. Red zone offense is a big reason why. Third down conversions are a big reason why. So these are not predictive stats year over year. There's probably going to be some positive regression. I've heard some people who've been in the league for a long time that red zone offense is one of the areas that don't get as much work in training camp. So with less of a preseason, that takes longer to come along. So like this is a wonky win for the Bucs as big underdogs, and now they flip to touchdown favorites a week later with a very injured defense, most notably Vita Vea also getting added this week, who's a big force on that
Can't
line.
see back-to-back DNPs. Vea back-to-back DNPs. Antoine Winfield back-to-back DNPs as we record this. So, I mean, like, you're talking about major impact dudes on the defensive side of the ball.
Now, all that said, I need the 7, man. Because Bo Nix has been shit. Bo Nix, it is not out of the range of outcomes at this point that Bo Nix is Bryce Young bad. I mean, he was the 5th quarterback taken in the draft. He's got no game-breaking receivers to work with here. He just lost his right tackle in McGlinchey. So we don't know if he meets the threshold, to use Mo Noira's term, to be a functional quarterback. So I'm willing to at least take a shot and give him a pass because if I'm getting 7, and also because he got dealt a bad hand to start his career against Mike McDonald and against the Pittsburgh Steelers in week 2. This should be easier with the injuries against the Bucs. I don't feel great about it, but 7's a lot, and just philosophically, I'll take the 7.
That 1, 2, 3, 4 115s out there right now that could turn to 7s on these 6.5. So just kind of keep an eye on the board out there. I'm glad you ended it with that, which is why I'm holding back judgment on Bo Nix, because I mean, that's about as tough of a first 2 games as you're going to play as a rookie quarterback. And so let's see what he could do against a banged up Bucs defense here. Ryan, what do you think here of this one?
It's a great point. It's a point I wanted to make too. And while this Bucs defense is definitely banged up and blitz rate might be down across the league, Todd Bowles doesn't give a rip. He's still
Yeah.
bringing it, right? They are
Fair.
blitzing in the 5th highest rate in the league. That is his MO. Probably does it even more considering that his team is dinged up, right? And Stephen, great call out too with Mike McGlinchey. Garrett Bowles is not healthy as well. He got picked on last week big time. That's still a problem here. And like Bo Nix, if you want to make the bull case for him moving forward, it would be like, hey, look, this guy's had 3 tough weeks in a row in terms of the defenses and the schematics that he faced compared to some of the other teams in the league. So, but they've just, real small sample, struggled mightily against the blitz so far this season. And I think they're going to see a ton of it here. So I would want the full 7 because you guys called it out really well too. Fraudulent wins, like 220 total yards or something for the Bucs last week in Detroit. Like that's not it. I still struggle to run the football. I think you have a situation here where Pat Surtain can probably at least minimize the damage that we see from Mike Evans. So it's probably another spot where, Chris Godwin eats in the slot. That's not super exciting anyway either. So maybe an underlook, or I think the Bucs win the football game, not laying 6.5. Would struggle on the 7, but the 7 would probably be the right play if you got the full 7 on the Broncos.
Buck's going to be a very popular survivor play this week. There'll be a lot of people who are out there rooting for Tampa. Be interesting. I think that there will be some times where maybe they are feeling like maybe they made the wrong decision, but ultimately probably get home. Want to thank Ryan Noonan for joining us here. 4 for 4, guys. If you haven't gone over there, check out everything they do over the site. Been one of the staples for me for a very, very long time, as well as Steven. So be sure to go in, take in all the great work that they do over there. And if you are watching this on the YouTube channel, everything we do, absolutely free. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and let us know in the comment section how terrible we were at picking some of these games. Like we're always in for the criticisms, and let us know which sides that we're just completely wrong on in all of these things. Appreciate it, guys, and good luck on all your week 3 bets.